The small children, wide-eyed with wonder. The grandmother relaxed in her experience. Find joy. Give joy this Christmas.
It's Christmas again in Vincy. Hot 97 and one on the air. Woo! Spreading the joy. Hot 97 is everywhere.
Give thanks me alive, yeah, the blessing just a flow upon me. Blessing just a flow upon me. Me nah do nothing without God. Me nah do nothing without God. Me nah do nothing without God involved. Me nah do nothing without God. Me nah do nothing without God. Me nah do nothing.
The small children, wide-eyed with wonder. The grandmother relaxed in her experience. Find joy. Give joy this Christmas.
It's Christmas again in Vincy. Hot 97 and one on the air. Woo! Spreading the joy. Hot 97 is everywhere. Find joy, give joy, joy. Color up the Christmas day. The Hot 97, one Christmas way. Find joy, give joy, joy. Find joy, give joy. Find joy, give joy. Hot 97. Find joy.
Find joy. Give joy this Christmas. Only with Hot 97.1.
And that is the time, right? It is time to find some joy, right? Deep down in the soul, find some joy. Major, it's time to find some joy, right? If the fellas don't want to come on the radio, yeah, find some joy, Major. It's the festive season, right? Don't say they're coming with stipulations and things. But then the flip side of that. Is there a flip side?
Flip side to what?
You said the conference of Bickles? Bickles and GK Priority Insurances Limited?
No, it's not that time.
Oh, shoot.
Brother?
Wow.
Hence why we didn't say it.
Wow.
Brother. Right, so yes. Is there a flip side? Major said that the opposition will be allowed to use, well, this is what I'm gathering, he said. He meant.
They may.
No, will.
No, they will be able to use.
He said may.
Okay, you have a story there?
I'm reading this from One News. Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of National Security, Immigration and Information, Major St. Clair Leacock, has indicated that the opposition could be granted airtime on the state-owned NBC radio, but only under conditions that ensure responsible use of the platform.
He goes on and he says, I did give the opposition time on radio, and this is when he was chairman of NBC, and that was only stopped when privileges were abused. I don't anticipate the situation today would be such that the opposition cannot have access, but there must be maturity and respect in how the privilege is exercised.
Yeah, so that's not categoric. That's not categoric that you're having access. And why should it come with conditions?
Everybody has conditions.
Yeah, so why state it then? If the conditions apply to everybody, why state it for the opposition?
Yeah, because you might say, well, boy, you can't come and have like 6 slots in a day.
No, they'll have.
That's a condition.
No, that's not what he's referring to.
How do you know that?
Because he says it. He says, Leacock explained, I don't anticipate that the situation today would be such that the opposition cannot have access, but there must be maturity and respect in how that privilege is exercised.
Yeah.
Essentially editorial.
Not necessarily.
That's nothing to do with time allocation and all that. That's to do with what they say.
That's what you're reading that as?
But that's what he says. That's not what I'm
read that again.
But there must be maturity and respect in how that privilege is exercised.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I think that so you can't come on and demand to just go on at any time.
No, that's not what he's saying. That's not what that's not what that's saying. There must be maturity and respect in how that privilege is exercised.
Right. So how are you reading that as
what he's referring to is what they talk about, what they say. That's what he's saying.
Or is that what you're
or is that what you say?
That's what you're saying.
He made clear that irresponsible conduct would not be tolerated.
Okay, that's standard.
Right, but my point though is that why does that have to be expressed? At this point, why does that need to be expressed?
Let me ask you this, right? We saw during the election campaign, the now leader of the opposition make statements towards warriors and whatnot, right? And we all sat here and we said, that's slightly irresponsible to make a
No
statement
doubt.
like that.
No doubt.
Why you don't see that as part of the conditions? Like, why?
Yeah,
if the opposition goes
Are
on,
they saying it to their own people as well then?
it's a
It
standard.
applies to everybody, so you don't need to say it to anybody. It's a given.
Panel Cloth on the live is asking, so what's wrong with that, Luke? Those Hot 97 has conditions.
Yeah, but we don't tell each and everybody who comes on the radio that there are conditions. It's a you know, it's a matter of fact. I don't have to come out and express it to anybody. Right? And then it implies almost
Censorship is what you're
Yeah.
referring. I don't know if I read it as that.
Manso Charles says,
Mhm.
I agree. We can't go back down the same rocky road we just left. Our people voted for change.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
So why
So, but guess what? Even getting onto the national station as opposition would be change.
so take what you get.
No, but you don't know what the restrictions are. Is what I'm saying.
He goes on and says
If they get on and then they say something and then next thing you know it's pulled and then we all make a determination, well, boy, that's an unfair pull of privilege, then we can say, well, Leacock on
listen to what he goes on and says. Major Leacock emphasized that access to the station should not be seen as automatic.
as with anywhere.
No, but yeah, I think you just can't bolt in because
Right.
the same would
No,
apply.
no. You're misreading this completely. Major Leacock emphasized access to the station should not be seen as automatic, but rather as a privilege contingent on responsible behavior. Act in a certain way if you want to get on. That doesn't need to be said.
Kyron Brown on the live says, don't be disrespectful. That's all he's saying. Can I come on your radio station and be disrespectful to you and your walkers?
Yeah, but we don't tell everybody.
So
Everybody comes on the radio.
To be fair, you can come on Hot 97 and be disrespectful to whoever.
What you cannot be
But that's just what we
is
do.
libelous. That's the only thing you cannot be is libelous.
That's just what
You
we
could
do.
be disrespectful. You could be antagonistic. You could be all those things.
Chris
you can't be
Chris
libelous.
disrespects me all the time.
But if you watch what he's saying, emphasize that access to the station should not be seen as automatic, but rather as a privilege contingent on responsible behavior. That's nothing about time and how many times and all that. That's about what you do when you come on the radio.
So let me ask you this, Luke. Right?
Mhm.
If the opposition comes on and says that, you know, every little thing, boy, we need to, all of my warriors, we need to hit the streets. You know, like, would you say that's responsible?
It depends on the context. If it was on election night, I would say it's irresponsible. If it was in the thing that we need to protest, this bill is outrageous, we need to protest, I want my warriors to come out on the street, I had no problem with that. That's just phraseology.
Phraseology.
That's a new.
If you say it on the night of an election while they're counting, and you say, while they're counting, I want all my warriors on the street, that's slightly different. That's not suggesting peace and calm.
Karen J. Ann on the live says, I would give them a change. Well, she meant to say chance, but if they use it for bad intent, it will be forfeited. I can't see the former PM using it for good.
You
And I think that is basically the essence of
but when you say good, right, you've got to remember they got 40-something% of the electorate, right? 42%, 43%, whatever it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
They represent almost half of the country, right?
Okay, yeah.
So you can't be telling them how they should speak, what they should speak about, right? This is a major political party, right? We can't be complaining about when the ULP did it to NDP, and we all said that's outrageous, and this isn't good governance, and this isn't democratic, blah blah blah. And then the other guys get in power now, and then they say, well, all right,
Revenge.
you know, if you don't say this, if you don't say that, if you don't say that Dr. Freud is the best PM that's ever existed,
Oh God!
at least twice during the broadcast, then you know you're coming off.
But you
Why you read that?
If they say something stupid, then the public are going to hear it and say they are not a serious political party.
So look, Rosemary Providence says Luke does not express conditions. He cuts you off abruptly.
No, that's a time factor. And you'll notice the telephone is over there. I'm far from the phone. My fingers never touch that phone.
Who does this on his own?
No, I'm going to keep my hands up so when you get cut, you know it wasn't me.
Well done. Maybe it's one of those things that just had to be said. And he said it.
Luke is right in the sense of the new government should be the bigger person. Just because he got bad treated by the former.
Shouldn't come and do the same.
Right. I get it. I agree. But I could also see some of the conditions. I didn't read it exactly how you read it.
So what are the conditions that you
Because
think
I can
he meant?
imagine, right? I can imagine the former PM trying to get in there whenever he feels like.
Yeah, but you'd be given your slots, right? Like, to me, both political parties should be given their slots.
Okay.
Right? This is political time. Right? So 3 slots each per week, say. You get 3 half an hours each a week or 2 half, or whatever it is, right?
Uh-huh.
It should be equal. This is political time. This is UOP time. This is NDP time. Not government
Well, it'll
time.
never be equal.
No, it should be. Why? It should be.
Because ministers of government can come on to the national station and address things for their ministries.
As government, yes.
Yeah, but it's still kind of...
No, but I'm
as
talking political time. NDP time, UOP time. That should be equal.
Well, then neither of those existed before.
Yeah, but you can't judge.
So what I'm saying is the ULP did not have a political slot.
No,
on
but
NBC.
they should have. Both sides should have a political slot. This is politics time. This isn't governance time. This is politics time. This is the views of the NDP, not necessarily the views of the government.
Okay.
I'm
I'm not sure quite. I don't think that could quite work. But Manson Charles says, Luke, what's the main reason for the national station? Is it only for the views of the ruling government?
No,
No,
it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
But
It's become that because the last guys were so dictatorial. And remember, that's what we're trying to run away from.
But did anybody other than the former PM go on NBC? I don't ever remember
Yeah, man,
Carlos
yeah, man,
or...
yeah, man.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why? Yeah, I don't listen to NBC.
Clyde
I
Powell
knew.
says,
I don't listen to
Clyde
NBC.
Powell says, Luke, you're misinterpreting. Call Leacock.
I'm reading what he said. I'm not misinterpreting.
But is it that you're reading it right? You're reading what he said, yes. But
You?
is
Is that the meaning of what he said?
is what you are purporting he said is
Yeah.
what is meant.
What he meant?
And you are sure that what he meant?
I read that
Well,
differently.
he said. Let me give you like the key part once again because all you seem hard of hearing. Major Leacock emphasized that access to the station should not be seen as automatic. That's a red flag.
No, that's not true. Nobody has automatic access to the station.
You should. Of course you should.
I could just walk on.
Both sides. No, it doesn't mean that. It means this isn't at the whim of the government. That's basically what that means.
Nor the whim of the leader of the opposition.
No, you're
That's the bad one.
you're
It's at the
confusing-
tip of your tongue,
No, I
Luke.
want to say it, but I can't say it.
Say it, man.
No, you're saying that they can't. I agree with you. They can't come on whenever they choose to.
Okay.
Demand it's. You know what I mean? I show up and I come on. No, that's not what that means. It means it should not be at the whim of the government when they could come on. There should be allotted space to have their views.
At like 1 a.m.
No, well, if that's when both sides could get their lots, yeah. It shouldn't be that you never hear the opposition voice on the national station.
Agreed.
right?
Right.
So it should not be. So when he's saying it should not be seen as automatic, yes, it should be seen as automatic. That should be an automatic right. That's what we're trying to get away from, having these personal whims, this discretion where the PM decides, nah, I ain't like Chris. Chris
He done decide that long
Chris has
time.
no voice.
He decided
what I mean?
that long time too.
That's what we're running away from.
Justin Thomas, did you say this? Isn't you Luke just last week was saying that the opposition should take what they get after being in government for 25 years?
No, I never said.
Okay. All right. Hey.
Captain Lanos is open.
Yeah.
And guess what? Guess what? There are no restrictions on who could go to the bar.
Yeah.
So you could.
You've got to have, right? When you're setting laws and policies, right? You've got to set it as if you're in opposition.
Okay.
Right? What would I want if I'm in opposition? You
So
can't always.
so still bring the constituency fund.
Yeah.
Agreed.
All these things, right? Should be so. When the new government is setting policy, it should set it as if it's in opposition. What would it want if it was in opposition? Right? Rather than this thing, well, it's our time now, fellas.
But
Good times.
But look, it's our time now. So what happened?
Well, then don't complain. Then, when you get somebody like
I'm
Ralph
not-
Gonzalez and he says,
Genie, I'm not reading that.
Man, show me, man.
I'm not reading it.
Right.
Leave it. Then I'll leave it. I'm not reading it. Anyways, Captain Lanos is open. Remember, grab your breakfast this morning. No restrictions at the bar.
Anybody can go
Anybody
get a
can go.
drink.
Anybody can say what they want to
Anybody
say.
can get a patty. Yeah.
No conditions involved.
Anybody can get some strong
Other
rum.
than you have to pay.
Yeah. All right. We're going to do some commercials. We're coming right back. Send Vince no. Oh, no, don't move. We're coming.
Hey now, guess who nearly burned down the kitchen trying to make gourmet ramen?
You again?
I had no gas.
Amidst the shells, the sounds, the excitement of the season. Find joy. Give joy this Christmas. Only with Hot 97.1. 7.1.